We are at the World Book Fair 2026 and we have Mr. Vikas Bhatia, the author of Growing Your Inner Wealth. So let's start a fun conversation with him.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Before we talk about inner wealth, what's one simple everyday technique you use in your daily life to keep yourself grounded?
So, I do believe that yourself grounded requires a lot of things, but one thing which helps me is mindful breathing and pranayam and meditation and sudarshan kriya. So these are the things which I do every day without fail. Even if I have to get up early in the morning at 3 a.m., I have to do that and make sure that I have done my daily practice. That's what keeps me grounded and ready for the day.
That's great. That we all should also learn how to inculcate that in our daily routine. Being from Gen Z, we are not much enclosed on what yoga is all about. So we should definitely be reading and understanding more about this from the book, I think. If this book had a subtitle written by your younger self, what would it be?
How young? Younger self?
Maybe you were like a teenager. Like, what would you write the subtitle like?
Discover yourself.
Okay, that is also interesting.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, it goes with your inner wealth as well. Discovering yourself. What's one inner belief of pattern you become more aware of while writing the book?
So one thing which I realized that all the miseries and all the sorrow which we experience in life is all our own creation. Yeah. And the fact that this wealth or inner wealth which we have been given is, is God given, right? Every child who is born has that gift, but we forget about that. It's like someone has gifted you something and it's somewhere in the cupboard and you don't even realize it's out there, right? So forgetting that is a realization which you have that this is God's gift and that we are meant to live a life which is very joyful, purposeful, meaningful. And somewhere in the chase of things and in the pursuit of things, we forget about that. I'm not saying the pursuit is not important. That's also important. But it's important for us also to remember that there's something much more available to us, right? And then whenever we feel not so good, when we feel sad, it's because we have put too much importance to the external world around us. Yeah. So that's something which I realize.
Okay, that was very deep and reflective. At what stage of life do you think people begin to realize that external success alone isn't enough and this book speaks most deeply to?
It's a very interesting question. To be honest, it can come to this question can come at any time. So, for me, when I was a student, getting into IIT was a big thing, right? And when I got into IIT, the next question which came is what next? When I got out of IIT, I wanted a good job, good company to work with. I got a job with Philips. I was, doing a good job. But then this question came, what next, right? And so it's not just that at what stage when you have a lot of outer wealth, because any kind of outer success is like a wealth, right? So because if you get into if you get signed up for a movie, you get success. If you get selected for being part of the cricket team, it's success. But success is short-lived, right? Inner wealth is more sustained, and that's what it is. Why it's relevant for all ages is because it is so pertinent at all ages, right? But yes, answering to your question, probably it's when you had some fair degree of success in life, you start
That is
feeling.
also important to you experience it once and then you understand the outer part of it.
So I have seen many celebrities, many people who have been successful at a young age. Certainly cannot find more meaning in things because they beyond that particular achievement, they had not even thought of what life is all about, right? They get often very disillusioned, and that's something I'm then frustrated because there's nothing more to chase, right? But there's so much more to chase in the inner wealth, right? And that's what the book is about. How do you chase that inner wealth?
Correct.
Yeah.
If a reader opens this book on a random page, what kind of inner realization you think they should have first?
what should be the inner realization they should have is that, this is within my control, right? I can change things around me, and they should start realizing that whether they are in chapter 1 or chapter 30, right? Because each chapter is all about that you have the power to change, power to
Like
grow your inner wealth.
everyone has the control of their own
Yep.
life.
Yeah.
If a reader carries just one shift or a mindset or a daily routine that they need from this book, what would that be?
Um, there are many such things which they can do on a daily basis, but for example, smiling, right? So I believe that smile is a very natural thing for humans. Humans are one of the few species on the planet, very few. In fact, I think the only species which can smile consciously, right? And we often smile when we feel happy, but very few people know that by just smiling, forcing yourself to smile can make you happy, right? It can change the way your brain wiring happens. It can change the release of hormones, and as a result of which, just forcing yourself to smile can change a lot of things, right? And that's what I've encouraged. Smiling is one of those wealth growing activities which you can do without anything, right? What it takes, nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, you just smile. And the more you smile, the more it makes up your personality, it changes your personality, it makes your life much more interesting, right? So that's a very simple practice which anyone can follow.
I hope everyone smiles after hearing this answer. We can do like a fun one word phrase kind of thing now.
Sure.
True wealth begins when
You realize that you're rich,
people feel empty despite success because
they've forgotten their password.
inner wealth erodes
When you get too busy with outer world,
fulfillment becomes sustainable only when
you can blend both inner and outer wealth.
self-awareness is often mistaken for
Self-awareness is mistaken for I know everything.
growth depends the moment you
You stop learning.
this or that kind of addition, accumulating experiences or deepening awareness,
I think deepening awareness,
healing the inner world or mastering the outer world,
healing the inner world,
ancient wisdom or modern psychology,
both.
daily micro practices or occasional deep reflection.
I think the daily micro practices are more powerful, even though they look very ordinary. But also sometimes powerful reflections are also important. But I would still go with the micro practices.
Coaching from experience or teaching from theory.
Coaching from experience any day.
So, if you could place one line from this book on a billboard, what would that be like?
Get rich.
Great. Did writing this book make you redefine what wealth personally means to you and challenge any belief you once held about success?
Yeah, so as I said, the measure of success largely has been external. But when you convert that into an internal framework, then a lot of things change, right? So in my life also, external success has had a lot of importance. Probably it still does. But then by balancing this with success from within, and that's the wealth I'm talking about, a lot of perspectives change. So that's exactly what I've been experiencing as I went through the process of writing the book.
Okay. Thank you for that. So thank you guys for listening to us, and the book is available on Amazon as well as other international platforms. Do check out.
Thank
Any
you.
last message?
No, it's very clear that the life which you want to make rich, you want to be rich, you can be rich from outside, yes, but you can also be rich from inside, and that's what this book is. So anyone who wants to make their inner world a lot more richer can go for this book.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.